little things that so many of us take for granted. Now, imagine living life on the sidelines, never getting to do the things that you love to do because you are unable to breathe on your own. Now, from babies to grandparents, thousands rely on hospital care. But now there's hope and there's freedom. Joining us now are Dr. Doug Hansel and Joel Brandon from Covidien Respiratory and Monitoring Solutions. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Now, Dr. Hansel, we're talking about actually making life drastically better for people who have breathing conditions, right?
Absolutely. You and I take this for granted, but there are thousands of people, as you referenced, that rely on mechanical ventilation on a daily basis. Their lives have been literally looking from outlet to outlet to support their ventilation and support their needs, and this is game-changing.
How are we changing the game?
The Puritan Bennett 540 ventilator, it really brings several things to the equation for patients and their caregivers. One, it's easy to use, which gives peace of mind to the caregivers. Number two, there's improved comfort for the patient. The way in which the ventilator delivers the air to the patient leads to improved comfort on the ventilator. But perhaps most important is the portability and the way in which that really changes patients' lives.
Well, let's talk about that. Joel, you've actually heard a lot of testimony from patients about how it has changed their lives, right?
Yes, absolutely. These patients now have an opportunity to live life to the fullest in light of the fact that they have a medical condition that would normally confine them to home.
That's got to be so rewarding to hear how people's lives have changed. In fact, we actually want viewers to hear this for themselves, so listen to this.
Emmanuel has been on a ventilator for all of his life. He's been on 3 different types of ventilators prior to this one. This is the first portable ventilator he's been on. The PB 540 encouraged Emmanuel to do more of the breathing on his own. 2 or 3 weeks after being put on this ventilator, then we were released to go home. It was a wonderful day, of course. When we got to bring Emmanuel home, we had great support. The respiratory therapists, they came and supported us, and they set up all the equipment and stayed for hours, making sure that he was well equipped on this ventilator. Nobody can change the setting accidentally. It is locked by the respiratory therapist. When the doctor changes the settings, respiratory therapists will come and change it, so nobody can accidentally change any of the settings. Emmanuel has freedom to move about in the home, which was another plus with the ventilator. He's able to go pretty much anywhere in the home he wants to go. We're able to take him out with ease any place we go. Life for Emmanuel would be very challenging for him and for us as well. Not having the portability of the vent, he would still be in the hospital. While in the hospital, Emmanuel maybe had 2 feet of cord, the ventilator to the bed. So that was all the scenery that he really could see. He would be severely delayed in that he would not have the opportunity to be home and be on the floor and explore and develop like a normal child would. Being home, he's able to just explore a normal home like a normal baby would. So those would be the challenges. He wouldn't be crawling, he wouldn't be pulling up, he wouldn't be able to explore with his hands and his mouth because he wouldn't be able to. There's just only so much you can do in the bed. You hear Emmanuel babbling. This is a blessing also because trach babies don't usually make sounds. Yeah, because the trach is right in between their vocal cords. So he is able to
talk over it,
babble normally. The first time he went outside was in September, and the first time he felt a breeze, he was a little bit startled. And the sun, he was startled because he had never seen that. So that is our story.
Okay, now that's incredible. So Joel, tell me how this works.
This is the actual ventilator right here on a cart, and this cart is the one that we use in a patient's home. It's 9.9 pounds. Wow. It has an 11-hour internal battery, which goes to this peace of mind and portability. It's a very simple screen and operating procedure, very easy for the caregivers to manage these patients. And also, we've come out with a backpack version of this that allows flexibility so that moms or caregivers can take the patient out into the park or to a movie or to the store.
Now, Dr. Hansel, I'm guessing you can't just run out to the mall and grab one of these. So how do you get one and who operates it?
That's right. This must be prescribed by a physician, so contact your physician. Also, the company that helps provide your home care today can also help guide you in this endeavor.
Okay. Now, Joel, you have a lot of interaction with both patients and with caregivers. How has this product changed that relationship?
It's changed it dramatically. And let me give you just one story that I just recently heard. I had an opportunity to speak with a mother of a 4-year-old little boy. This little boy has been confined to a ventilator since day one. for the first time in this little boy's life, he's had an opportunity to go out and play kickball with his friends out in the front of their home.
That's incredible. That's a feel-good story. Thank you so much, both of you, for being here. This has been really great information.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it.